Where did the $8 billion go? And what about these documents? These are the papers which show Arvind Kumar Singh, the Enforcement Directorate investigating officer, being cross-examined by Hasan Ali Khan's lawyers, and some of the responses are unbelievable. Here's the question Hasan Ali Khan asked. It says whether the government had seen original documents of UBS. The investigating officer says, I have not seen. He says, have you yourself examined these original documents? The investigating officer says, I don't remember. He's asked, was any overseas investigation conducted in this case? He says, no. Have you gone abroad in relation to the investigation of this case? The government's official says no. This basically indicates that the government was never serious about investigating this case. Why was Hasan Ali for so long treated with kid gloves? Joining me on the show this evening, Tarun Vijay, national spokesperson of the BJP. We've got Vipin Malik, former director in the RBI. We've got Prashant Bhushan, senior advocate in the Supreme Court. He's been fighting a long battle now in the black money and the 2G case. And also with us from Kolkata is Kashinath Tapuria. He's a man who's been in much controversy recently. He's alleged to be an associate of Hasan Ali Khan. He's saying those allegations are not true. What is the relationship, if any? Mr. Tapuria will be giving us his side of the story. With us, as we said earlier, Subramaniam Swamy, who's shaking his head in dismay and disbelief as he sees these documents, and Sandeep Bamzai with us as well. I want to ask Sandeep the first question about this interrogation, this questioning that Hasan Ali Khan's lawyer is doing with the ED official. And from that questioning that we've now laid out in the public domain, it's very clear the ED did nothing.
Absolutely. The case goes back to January 2007. It's almost 4 years and a little more. We're in March 2011. From all that one has read and heard, it appears now that Hasan Ali Khan could well be the patsy in this, the fall guy. Because Union Bank of Switzerland, Zurich, claims that it never dealt with Hasan Ali Khan. The government of India, at that particular point in time, when it investigated Hasan Ali Khan and gathered evidence from him after raids in his residence and offices, claimed that there was many transactions. There were many transactions between Hasan Ali Khan and UBS Zurich. The Supreme Court today says something else. The Supreme Court forgets black money for a moment and says that you should pin this man down for terror financing. You should book him under POTA, and he's an arms dealer. So my sense is that there are too many inconsistencies in the Hasan Ali Khan story. For 4 years this has been lying in cold storage, and essentially because the executive has been given a kick in the backside by the judiciary, the judiciary once again is front running the executive because of its failure, and you have a situation where, just like the 2G scam, this black money case is also being front run by the Supreme Court, and it is making, because the executive has abdicated its authority, it is doing whatever it is because it is in public interest.
Okay, Kashinath Tapuria is with us from Kolkata. He's a Kolkata based businessman. His house has been raided. The allegation is he was part of the conspiracy in hoarding this black money. He is the chairman of RM Investment and Trading Company Private Limited, which has its offices in Kolkata. The Enforcement Directorate's case information report says that Ali's offences are not just related to money laundering, but also gun running, terrorism and forgery. Those are very, very serious charges. And Kashinath Tapuria is alleged to be an associate of Mr. Khan. Mr. Tapuria, what do you have to say in your defense, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. What do you have to say in your defense? There are very serious charges being leveled against you, sir.
I got in touch. That's what I'm telling you. I got in touch with Khan only because my company, Incab Industries Limited, was suffering because of lack of funds. Because 91-92, the cable industry by and large became sick. And that's the time when we needed funds. We needed about 60 crores of rupees, and some finance brokers introduced me to Khan. That was in April 1994, and when Khan spoke to me, he was very confident that he would raise this fund from his associates in Canada. In fact, his brothers were also NRIs based in Canada,